Aloha Stampers, I'm Cheryl Hamilton, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute mini Aloha shirt. Okay, if you've been following my blog this last week, you know that I've been working on a tropical sampler. It's taken a long time, but I really love it, and I'm ready with a tutorial. This is the last part of it. Tutorials are going to be for purchase if you want to go to my blog, and I have 2 videos in there and all the details. Here's my sampler. So it's a 12 by 12 and it uses the Tropical Oasis suite and plus a lot of other things. But today, this video, I'm showing you the Aloha shirt. Okay, so stay tuned. You start with a piece of designer series paper that is cut 4 inches long and 3 inches deep. So you want to pay attention to which way you want your Aloha shirt, because the long way, like the top of the shirt is up here and the bottom is here, okay? So these are the sides. And this designer series paper is Tropical Oasis designer series paper that's in the new mini catalog, and it's gorgeous. And let me show you a few of these shirts I've been having fun with before I start. This one is this wild print. I love it. That's a really cute Aloha shirt. I tried doing one with the little cars, and it's a little bit harder to fit them on there, but it was still cute. This was basically a palm tree one, and I really like this one. I have to get my husband a shirt like this. I think it looks really neat. These are Bird of Paradise, in case you guys don't know. Just but it's very Hawaiian-y, real cute. And this one's really cute. So I'm gonna start with this. Okay, so what you do is you cut that, and then I'm gonna use the trimmer and okay, first you score at both of the sides. You score 1 inch on this side, turn it, and score 1 inch on the other side. So make sure your cutting blade is up out of the way. And I'm going to put it to the 1 inch mark. I like this about the cutter because I'm right-handed, so I've got space over here to cut up to about 1.5 inches. But anyway, I'm just scoring, so I'm going to do it at 1 inch here, turn it, put it at the 1 inch mark, and score once again. Then I'm going to score the top of the shirt. So I try to decide this is the top for me, and I'm going to score that at 3/8 inch. That's a little bit trickier. So I look for the 1/2 inch, that's 4/8. So I come down, here's 3/8, and I'm just scoring that. Okay, then I'm going to fold it. Let me see, I want this for my outside. So I'm just going to fold the collar down. And burnish it. There you go. And next I'm going to grab my cutter again. This part is a little bit trickier, but you guys can do it definitely. I'm going to lay, I'm going to keep this folded down, and I'm putting the edge right there, right where the cut line would be, okay? So I'm putting it at the 3/8 inch mark, again, where the fold is. But basically, I'm just looking right here where the blade will go and putting the edge of the card there. And just look at the bottom, make sure that looks pretty straight. And then I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna cut it from 1 inch down to the 1.5 inch mark. Do you guys see this right there? This is the 1.5 inch. So I'm going to cut it, and I'm just going right there. Then I'm lifting up my cutter. I'm skipping about 1 inch, and I'm going down to the 2.5 inch mark, putting it down, and I'm going to cut to the end. So again, what I did was I cut from the top to 1.5 inches, lifted it up so there's no cut for 1 inch here, and then I cut from the 2.5 inch all the way down to the end. next. Okay, then I'm going to fold in the sides of my shirt. Again, I want the outside to be all the flowers. So I'm going to turn it over, fold it in. I like it. So then what I'm doing, I need to cut some things on the Big Shot. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot. Come over here and show you. Wow, it's really close, huh? Sorry. I think you'll be able to tell. Okay, I am using, the first thing I'm going to use is this long piece from All Dressed Up Dies, which is the little purse. Okay, I'm going to cut out what for me is going to be the place where the buttons go. There's probably a word for that, but I don't remember what it is. I haven't taken sewing in about a million years. So, but I'm going to do that with I just turned it over. I'm doing the contrasting color, and I want the stitches to show on the bottom. So let me cut that out. So it's just a piece. I didn't really measure. I just know that I want the stitching on the bottom, and I made it a little longer than the shirt's going to be. Okay, so I'm grabbing my shirt again. I'm going to glue this piece. Well, actually, before I do that, let me think about it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to glue the piece on. And it goes about this far, so I'm not putting glue right at the top there. Just need a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna trim off this excess right there, but I'm gonna do it in a V because I just, so that it looks like the back of the shirt when it's laying down. You'll see. Okay, so there's that part. The next thing you do is you want to trim off these ends where it's the collar. So I just snip them off. I like to turn it over, snip it. Okay, so this is what I'm left with. And I'm going to fold the collar down now to the middle. So I'm just taking it, folding it right to the middle. Then other side, same thing. And burnish it again. See my collar? If it bothers you, if you can see a little bit of the underneath, just trim it, okay? Because sometimes the fold does that. I just trim it off. Okay, so I'm going to stick it down with glue dots. Now, lots of people that come to my class, they still think they're doing me a favor by unrolling all the glue dots and, you know, to the end where the last one is, but it doesn't really help because all these glue dots are gonna just get stuck to everything. So when you have glue dots, try to make sure you have that extra piece that covers all of them like this. Okay, back to the Big Shot. Okay, this time I'm going to cut out sleeves using one piece from the stitch rectangle dies, and the pocket is actually from Stitched Nested Labels dies, the smallest one. So see this? See the cute little pocket right there? So let me grab a scratch paper again. This is, it's like exactly the right size, I think. Kind of nervous. Let me just use this other one. This is a loud Aloha shirt, which is really fun, actually. You know, if I was really good, remember in sewing, you would try to make the pocket exactly match. I don't think I can do it with this, but I'm gonna see what happens. No, let's just forget it. Yeah, but in sewing, I could do that, like in 8th grade or whenever it was. Okay, so I'm running this through, and this part is going to be the 2 sleeves with the stitched rectangle, and the nested labels. Here's the pocket, and I still need to finish it off and decide what part of the pocket I want. I think I really like the plumeria. So the bottom has a little V in it. So I'm turning the stitched nested labels sideways. I'm gonna put it and just cut off and try to make it really straight at the top. I'm doing it so the tip comes right up to the top of there. I'm just running it through again. Okay, and there's my little pocket. So I'm done with the big shot now. Okay. So let me see, let's do the sleeves first. I really like the stitching on all these. So I'm gonna have this for the outside. I cut it in like a square. So there's something, yeah, there's something stuck on it. Second. And then I'll cut the other one off in a square, decide where, you know, which one looks best where. That's good. Let me see how this one looks. Yeah, that's good too. I just didn't want it to cut off all the pretty part. Now, when you glue them down, less is more, that's for sure. You just don't use much glue. It gets all over everything. You just want it to stick and not come apart. And so I line up the top with the sleeve right there, and then I'm just looking at how much I have on the bottom and trying to make them kind of match. And that's close. Yeah, oh, that's so cute. Isn't that cute? And now just, oh, the pocket. So I suppose you could be fancy and do a reverse pocket, but they don't, in Hawaii, they don't do that. So I'm gonna make it like a regular Aloha shirt. This is all my husband wears. I think that's one of the reasons he moved to Hawaii, was because he never have to wear a suit. It's kind of funny. He's a doctor over here, and when he came over and interviewed with Maui Medical Group, he wore his suit and tie and all this, and all those guys were eating when he went to find the doctors. You know, they were all eating lunch, all with Aloha shirts, and he didn't even think it was the doctors. He thought he'd gone to the wrong room. And later on, we went out to dinner with them, and they said, "Oh, you know, they said the only time a doctor wears a suit in Hawaii is if he's going to court. So you're not supposed to wear a suit." And anyway, here, isn't that adorable? Here, I'll hold it so you guys can see it better. So darn cute. And last thing, I'm just going to put some buttons on it. So I'm using these gold, what are they called? Metallic pearls. And I'm going to do about 5 of them. I'm grabbing them. Okay, I'm done. Isn't that the cutest? I hope you guys give it a try. And please subscribe to my channel, on my YouTube channel, and give me a thumbs up. And you guys all have a great day. I really hope you try making an Aloha shirt. Okay, bye-bye.